Hello and welcome everybody to the April 18th Global Lab updates. We have some more class changes. Quick note, the skill names might not be very accurate, but it might give you an idea. So, starting with Musa, we have the Spirit of a Warrior. The hit damage is going down by around 400%. Damage reduction is going down by 3, or 2.2. A Catastrophe going from 5,200 to 4,680. Chain Strike, we have Form 1 hit damage going down by around 300. The last hit damage going down by almost 700. Chain Strike 2, same thing. We have a damage reduction of around 300, 400. Same thing on the last hit. Overall, the PvP damage reduction rate is also going down. Lopation also going down by around 800%. PvP modifier going down by 4. Then we have Flow Wind, damage going down by around 1000%. PvP damage reduction going down by 3.4. Firestorm 3, damage going down by around 400-ish. For the hit damage, the additional hit damage going down by 300-ish. PvP damage reduction rate going down by around 3%. Then we have Retreat, 5,700 going down to 5,100. Salty and Painful, we have 10,900 going down to 10,100. PvP damage reduction rate going down by only 1 point something percent. Chuxa, 4,400, also losing 400%. PvP damage reduction rate going down by 3. So very small fine-tuning adjustments on the Musa. On the Ninja and Kunoi, we have Ankle Cut. The cooldown is being changed from 10 down to 7 seconds. And the Jin Stab Vital Spot, the skill's cooldown has been changed from 5 to 6 seconds. Accordingly, also the skill specialization stage has been changed to stage 2. Then we have Ninja Succession. We have the Cloud Moonlight. After using the skills River Beheading the Dead and River Black Moonlight have been improved to link more smoothly, so combo improvements. Art of Manchuri Decapitation. Ninjutsu, the decapitation technique has been changed as following. When the skill hits successfully, the effect of reducing all defense for 10 seconds has been changed from 15 to 20, so minus 20. And they've improved again the smoothness of other skills after using them. Goblin Claw, the Goblin Claw has been changed as the following. When using the skill, the attack speed increase effect for all skills for 10 seconds has been changed from 17% to 15%. The skill's cooldown has been changed from 15 down to 12 seconds. Secret Inspection, Cut the Breath, skill cooldown changed from 10 to 7 seconds. The Stab Vital Point, as mentioned before, the skill cooldown has been changed from 5 to 6 seconds. River Black Moonlight, again cooldown reduction from 12 to 10. Shadow Cut, the skill's attack speed increase effect has been changed from 10% to 15%. Beheading the Dead, after using the skill, the Black Moonlight has been improved to link more smoothly. Evasion of the Spear Murder, after using the technique forward, the time of the skill, Shadow Step, watch stands to be linked has been changed to be longer. Escape from the Metal, the Shadow Step skill has been improved to connect smoothly after additional skill hits. The damage has also been adjusted for Succession Ninja, so we have Cloud Moonlight going from 6,666 to 8,046. PvP damage reduction rate going down by 6%, going up by 6%. The Illusion of Bondage, 2,100% to 2,800, so small increase, but it is a times 4 skill. The PvP damage reduction rate going from 47 to 60, that is a bigger increase. Art of Manchuria Decapitation, 4,200 to 4,500. PvP damage reduction rate going up by around 2%. Goblin Slash, we have damage going up from 2,700 to 3,800. With a PvP damage reduction rate increase of almost 19, that is quite a chunk. Goblin Claw, the first hit damage is going up by around 600. The 2 and 3 hits going up from 3,100 to 3,900. PvP damage reduction rate going from 64 to 72. Awakening wise, the short-lived skill attack speed increase effect has been changed from 10 to 15%, and on Black Rain, the skill cooldown has changed from 8 to 7 seconds. On Kunoichi, we have the Stabbing the Vital Points, again, cooldown changed from 4 to 6 seconds, and damage adjustments have been made, so Stab the Vital Point, 4,200 to 4,500, PvP modification going up by 2. The Shadow Step, 10,100 going to 8,740, so going down. PvP damage reduction rate also going down by around 4.8%. Shadow Explosion, damage going down by 1,600. PvP damage reduction going from 65 to 57. And the Rookie's Class, the first hit damage 3,800 going down to 3,300. The second hit from 12,016 to 10,400. The PvP damage reduction rate is going down by 3.2%. Then we have Striker Awakening getting some changes. We got the improved output of the falling motion based on the height while using the skill of a Fierce Assault. Against the wind, the attack range of the skill has been changed to apply to a wider area, and the attack range has been moved slightly towards the front of the character. The Flow Hunting for Food changes the cooldown of the skill Skywalk to be reset when using the skill. Accordingly, Crouching Wolf Legacy. Among the manipulations of the Crouching Wolf technique, the manipulation of after using the technique, use Fighting Spirit to use the teleportation movement with WS plus Shift key has been removed, and Awakening after learning the Duck Moon Throwing Gap skill, the effect of summoning a double soul in the first armor state has been removed. Autumn Leaves Falling, they've added the effect of double soul clone to be applied when using a skill. The effect of increasing damage by consuming a piece of the fighting spirit has been transferred to the following skills. So the existing skills are Flow Against the Wind, A Fierce Assault, and Yongdong Gak, and this has been changed to Axe Chopping and the Hungry Beast. Damage has also been adjusted on the Striker. First off, we have the rate of conversion going up by 600% on all 3 hits. PvP damage reduction rate going up by 5%. Abyss Collapse, we have 4,900 going to 5,700, and 3,200 to 3,800. And the first reduction rate on the first hit, 58 to 64, and the second one going from 44 to 52. Spiral Bomb, we got 2,800 going up to only 3,000. The additional hit damage going up also by around 200%. PvP damage reduction rate going from 34 to 39. Against the Wind, 3,100 going to 5,000. We got the PvP damage reduction rate going up by 15% roughly. The Cry of Surrender, hit damage 3,600 to 5,300. Final hit 4,180 to 6,120. PvP damage reduction rate 59 to 72. Burst Combo is going up as well by around 800%. PvP reduction going up by 10%. Hungry Beast, we got 57,000 going to 7,000. 63.4 damage reduction going to 70, so almost a 6% increase. A little over 6%. Flow Foraging, 7,000 going to 8,200. PvP damage reduction going from 67 to 72. Double Soul, 3,140 to 3,400. PvP damage reduction going up by a whole 5%. Then we have the Fallout, 4,600 going to 6,930. PvP damage reduction rate going up by almost 20. Autumn Leaves Falling, we got 4,200 damage on both hits, going to 4,800 on both hits. The Soul Clone effect hit damage is 1,550 with a PvP damage reduction rate of 70%. And the North Soul's clone effect reduction is 78%. This is up from the 63 previously. Yangdong-guk, 3,500 is going up to 5,400. The damage reduction rate going from 49 to 67. And the Black Spirit rate of conversion going from 10,200 to 12,000. PvP damage reduction going up by 5%. Overall, this seems to be one of those classes that will probably be tuned back down because I know Awakened Strikers can be pretty powerful and they're already a pain to take down. Now they'll actually be a lot more dangerous, I think. Mystic Awakening also getting changes. Similar cases with Striker, this might make them a bit more tougher to take down. Thunderbolt, we have the skill cooldown change from 3 to 5 seconds. They've changed the damage taken while using the skill during its cooldown period to be reduced. When the skill hits, the amount of health restored per hit has been changed from 114 to 140. Rapids, the damage dealt has been reduced in PvP when the skill is on cooldown. The skill has also been improved so that the all defense reduction effects are applied when all hits are successful. The duration and reduction amount of all defense reduction effects are applied differently depending on the level of the skill. Break, we have a cooldown going from 11 to 10 seconds. Weather, the skill cooldown goes from 8 to 7. Dragon Fist Strike, they've improved the ability to smoothly link up with the hot air skill after using a skill, so comboing. Scirocco, we have the issue where the movement was awkward when using the Dragon Fist Strike skill after using a skill. This has been fixed. Swirl, when the chilling gank technique is locked, the vortex technique has been improved to be used in the armor state. Then we have damage adjustments on Rapids, the damage is going up, the consecutive kick damage as well by roughly 500%, PvP damage reduction going from 78 to 81. In the case of Break, we got around a 700% increase in both cases, PvP damage reduction rate going up by 1.5%, in the case of the Dragon Strike 2%. Chief, we got a damage increase of around 500 in both cases. Again, damage reduction going up by 2 and 3% almost. Changpek, we got 2,500 going to 3,100. PvP damage reduction going up 11%. 9%, excuse me. Weather, we have the hit damage effect, 8,300 going to 9,100, so almost 800%. Similar thing on the Dragon Strike going up more, 11,900 to 13,100. PvP damage reduction going up by 1.8, and for the Dragon Strike PvP reduction from 75.1 to 77.4. In the case of Swirl, we have the damage going up by around 500% on all types of kicks. The PvP damage reduction going from 79.8 to 83. Jichyeongak, damage increase by almost 900. PvP damage reduction rate from 73 to 76. Dragon Fist Strike, we go from 3,000 to 4,000 damage. PvP damage reduction going up 9.2%. Scirocco, damage increase of around 900. PvP reduction going up by 7%. Land Collapse, 8,100 going to 8,700. PvP reduction going up 2%. Black Spirit Vortex, the damage is going up by almost 700%. No, almost 800%. PvP damage reduction going from 79.8 to 83. And on the Black Spirit Changbak, we have a similar case, 2,700 going to 3,400. PvP damage reduction rate going from 52 to 61. And the Black Spirit Chief, hit damage 6,500 going to 7,200. Dragon Strike going up by a similar amount. PvP damage reduction rate regularly 79.2 to 81.1. And the Dragon Strike PvP damage reduction going from 65 to 68. And then we have Maegu Awakening. They've improved the comboing of the follow-up skills of Blooming. And we have damage adjustments downwards for the Awakened Maegu. This was after the last few weeks' increases. So again, we have the up and down from PA lately. So Foxgrass going down a little bit by around 300, 400%. PvP damage reduction rate going down 2%. Orium, again, 5,800 going down 600% to 5,200-ish. 79.7 to damage reduction going to 77. Hit damage 4,400 going to 4,200. 2% damage reduction rate reduction. The Wind of Node, again, damage reduced by around 200%. Same thing, 2% for the PvP damage reduction. Rising, damage going down 200%, 600% on the second hit. PvP damage going down almost 2%. Dance of Explosion, 10,000 going 700% down. Then we have the PvP reduction going down again 2%. Tearing the Front Ball, 4,600 going to 4,200, 600% down with a PvP reduction rate of -4, so from 61 to 57. The wind is blowing, 4,100 going down to 3,600, so 500% down almost. Final hit going down a little less. Then we have the PvP damage reduction rate from going from 71 to 67. Nevalera, 3,900 going down 400% with a PvP reduction decrease of around 3%. Black Spirit, Maparam Sawi, going down 4,000 from 4,100 to 3,600. The follow-up hits also going down 400% and almost 800%. So the third hit 7,400 down to 6,600, and the PvP damage reduction rate going down the most, 71 to 67. So 4%. We have a bigger drop here. And the Black Spirit Rising, 8,750 going down to 8,100. The PvP damage reduction rate going from 78 to 76.6. Content-wise, PA is thanking us for the participation in the weekly fishing contest, which has also brought up some issues. So here we have some small changes. So some unseen fish are appearing in Lake Camisovia, Lake Rhonda, and Lake Flondor. So yellow grade fish can now be caught within certain probability in these locations. This has been fixed. The development of the marine ecosystem has also expanded the areas where blue and yellow fish can be caught. This is because there was some zones that only had green fish. This has now been updated. So this is Belenos Coastal Caves, Coastal Cliff Waterfall, East Belenos East Coast, around the eastern islands of Belenos, Sosen Garrison Coast, the Medaya Coast, Dolburi Coast, Papukrio Island, I think probably Papukronea Island, and Evilab Oasis. Oh, Evilab Oasis is actually on the list as well, so more than the Sand Eels. They've also updated the descriptions for fish to be changed. So there used to be the common, premium, rare, and treasure fish. Among the fish names, the term large fish or big fish was changed to high quality fish, which is a more appropriate expression of the rarity. So all the fishing rods, like the Calphion fishing rod or the Ashen float, will now be changed to increase the probability of catching high quality fish. Here we have the fish grade changes. So green grade being classified as common fish, blue grade as advanced fish or high quality, yellow to rare fish, and red grade remains treasure fish. The functionality of Ataraxian Orzekia's thread of the coming connection has been improved and has been changed so that the thread of the coming connection can be activated even after completing the quest Ataraxian Records Left Behind by Orga. Then we have small item changes, so the actual effect applied is a perfume, but items whose written name have been elixir or draught have been changed to perfume. So we have the Calx elixir being changed to the Calx perfume, deep sea elixir going to deep sea fragrance or perfume, the spirit elixir going to spirit's perfume, and finally we have the spirit's breath perfume or elixir going to the spirit's breath perfume. There's also some small modifications for an acquisition notification displayed at the top of the screen when you acquire the llama full body stuffed animal, frost stuffed animal, snow leopard, snowfield pika, the snowflake dolmen crab full bodied stuffed, and the ice tail weasel full body stuffed animal. The cheering motion has also been changed to not occur when obtaining the Beg's Shining Helmet or the Musk and Bloody Steel Helmet. Monster-wise, we have the Ataraxian Orzekea. Alkeda being summoned when defeating the last weapon has been improved to be summoned more naturally. The Vell Reward package is also being revamped. You can no longer obtain high purity Blackstone items when defeating the Ocean Boss Vell. The Vell Reward package advanced will be reorganized as follows. So the amount of Vell's powder will be increased 3 times compared to before. The amount of coral fragments will be increased 1.6 times to before. The probability of also getting gold bars will be increased, and it will be changed so that you can obtain black stones of the wave, so the ocean enhancement stones instead of black stones, and the obtainable quantity is increased. Quest and knowledge, we have some knowledge content being changed for the descendants of Karshian being revised in the knowledge categories. An NPC has also been added to the Paradise of Orzekia in Ataraxian where you can gain knowledge. When defeating the Sicorian Bridge, you will now gain knowledge about the Sicorian and the Sicorian Bridge. And in Odalita, they've improved pathfinding when completing the fragmented LBI quest. Background, NPC effects, and cutscenes. We have when you press escape during the first video cutscene, it appears after creating a character in Morning Light. You will now be taken to the character selection screen. Occupation and Nodewar. So Conquest and Nodewar, a UI has been added to check the results of the base battles. So when a base / occupation battle ends, the results screen will be automatically displayed to adventurers who participated in the base battle. You can also check the results screen of the base battle you participated in the base battle occupation battle status tab in the guild menu. During the base occupation battle, you can only check the records on that server. You cannot check the information during the battle on other servers, but you can check past records. When a base battle is not in progress, you can check the records on all servers. When you first open the UI, the most recent records are shown, and information about the heroes of the battlefield will not be reported. However, it is possible to check the records during the base battle. The base battle records will be reported for the most recent 30, and only records within the past 90 days can be checked. During the battle, the locations of all participating Alliance guild members will now be displayed on the world map as well. Then we have some more UI changes. So they're introducing a feature that lets you search for multiple items at once, plus some end-game screen rearranging character orders will now shift characters one space at a time to match the new arrangement. So we have the first case, the multi-search functionality has been added. So when you press Ctrl F, you will now be able to add a semicolon at the end of the word, and you can search multiple results that contain that word. For example, if you enter black semicolon cron, it will bring up search results with the words black and cron that will be displayed. To get the intended search results, you must enter the search terms without a space between the words. So here we have an example of them entering black and cron, and it shows the simple cron meal and any blackstone powder and such. They've also added a way to change the order of the characters in the in-game ending UI. After the selected character you want to move, the character will be shifted up to that position and all other characters moved down one slot. Since this method moves the front of the character you want to move, there's no change when moving the position of the characters A to B among the characters arranged in the order of A, B, C, D. In this case, you can change the order of the characters using the swap method. They've also improved the display of the return and red buttons at the bottom of the list when talking to NPCs, and the effect transparency settings of the game settings have been adjusted, so it will now be changed from effect transparency to effect opacity. They've also added a text guide through the effects to adjust the numbers. Then we have the location for the weekly fishing contest banner has been changed in the fishing guide, and knowledge images have been added for more fish that were missing them. Finally, we have the speed of the world map closing has been improved, and then we have the web update. The official website adventure profile has also been revamped. You can check additional information such as the total maximum AP and DP of the characters in the family, the adventures of the last 30 days, and proficiency in each life field. So here we have the basic information of the family. In the second position, we can check the footsteps in the last 30 days, so monsters killed, items fished, and so on. Then we have the level proficiency in each life field, and also you can check the characters created within the family as before. You can choose whether to make your profile public or not by clicking on the public information setting button at the top left of the adventurer profile page. The additional information disclosure settings that were previously divided into level, membership, guild, maximum contribution, life level have been integrated, allowing all additional information to be disclosed or made private. This is also changed according to your region settings. Finally, we have the fixes and changes. There is some small fixes and changes for performance and ambient performance. Also, where windows would overlap on the bag window with the warehouse UI of maids. The Nodewar relic not appearing in the second occupation battle. Then we have also some small issues with the Vell's heart being obtainable from a Valve's advice box. This will be paid out. When the title change of waiting time is effect after applying a title, the message about the waiting time will no longer appear. The issue with the appearance of the fishing rod was not reflecting the type of bait after casting has been fixed. And finally, some small fixes for certain knowledge not being obtainable, and awkward movements of NPCs, and awkward expressions. And finally, they fixed an issue where the resurrection-related UI would not disappear, even if the character was revived in certain situations. And finally, the issue with the count of obtaining a temporary title, such as the number of enemy guild members killed, would be reset when the temporary title expired during a stronghold battle, has also been fixed. Overall, recap-wise, nice little UI changes, nothing big. The Nodewar might be nice for people to get an overview. Then we have the perfume changes, finally when everything's getting the name Perfume. The fishing changes are good, it finally clears up the big fish misconception. Then we have the adjustments on classes. I think this will probably continue for a while, this up and down between classes. Overall, it really looks like first they buff high, then they fine tune with small numbered steps, but let's just hope that's all it will remain as. Thank you again. I hope you have a good time, and may you be lucky in BDO, and may Mark the Non bless your drops. I will see you over the next few days a little less, but I will be back come Tuesday after the holidays.